welcome to another episode of Papi Jae El Jefe. We have a very special guest. What's
Miss
going
G.
on, G?
What's good? What's good?
All right, so you're on here because a certain someone
Put a post up.
put a post up. You know
I
the
want
post. What's the post?
The post was, would it be wrong? But I like, there's a split. I've been listening, watching, listening to everybody that had a commentated on this Will Smith and Chris Rock embarrassment. And I put a post up saying, would he be wrong if he sued the shit out of Will Smith? And I have nothing to, I'm not picking sides. None of us is, I'm not really picking sides. I'm trying to get to, let me just start. I'm talking this story. I meet a woman, somebody that I've been infatuated with. This is documented. Infatuated with this woman. When I finally get the chance to get up on this woman, she has a little like stipulations. People call it entanglement. People call it open relationship. People call it, there's a lot of names for this situation that I'm about to embark on. I love her so much that even though it hurts, that the only way I'm gonna have her is to accept the entanglement.
It's just you talking and it's just
Talking in tongues.
we all know this. We all know, like, you just want to act like she was the only one entangled. We all know Big Willie was.
No, I'm talking about. I'm just
saying we all know you. So that's why this doesn't work for me. This doesn't work for me.
Yeah, but look, he didn't say that.
You want to come from a perspective of where. All right, yes, I understand.
He did not say it didn't work for him. So one, then he got to eat whatever the fuck comes with this shit.
Wait a minute. But who says that he's upset about it? Because when you enter into a situation as a grown man, knowing full well what the fuck it is, then you ain't really heard about it, right? You learn to live in a certain way. You agreed to live in a certain way. And if anything changes, then you have a conversation. That's your wife.
And she did at the red table.
That was not her first conversation, though.
But that was the one.
Her conversation at the red table was not her first conversation. Here's the deal. And I don't give a fuck what anybody's opinion is. Period, point blank. That is their shit. Okay. I don't care what their status is. That is their shit. That is how they choose to live their life. Okay. Just like if you encountered something like that, you're a private person. You're going to do what you want to do and what's good for you in your situation.
And who made it not private anymore? That's what I'm saying. I don't care about none of that neither.
Alina made it not private anymore, but that doesn't have any bearing on what the situation is right now. Everybody can say what they want about Will not saying nothing, not addressing the August Annalena, whatever the fuck his name is. Like, it really doesn't even matter at this point. The fact is that they have an open marriage. Okay, right? That's not grounds for anybody's opinion to be input in anything. People have open relationships constantly. Also, that does not pertain to what the situation is now. The situation is that there have been countless encounters with this young man and that other young man. And we're talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock, and Will Smith and Jada with Chris Rock. Chris Rock has gone at them multiple times, and I understand that he's a comedian and certain things are his job. There are certain things that should be off limits. Right.
Let her get it off. I'm letting you get it off.
But there are certain things that are off limits for people, period. Right? There are certain breaking points for people. These people are human. I don't care what their stature is. I don't care that they're celebrities. I don't care that people think that they should be held to a higher standard. They're still human. They're human. Now you take that further. Let's go further into this and say that this is a black couple, right? So now everybody is all up in arms because, oh my God, you took us back like so many years. Nah, bro, you didn't take anybody back anything. That man stood up for his wife. he chuckled a little bit in the beginning. I saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody is, clowning him because of that. But his wife was not okay with that. And at that point, he's not okay with that. Should he handled it differently? Yes. But again, everybody's got their breaking point. Like, that man has been through so much for all of this other stuff that really ain't nobody's business, that somehow came out because this young kid smashed his wife and got in his feelings and thought it was something that it wasn't. That's on him.
Okay.
That doesn't have any bearing.
Can I speak? Because I hear what you're saying. That's what the world is saying. This is what many people are saying, that at the end of the day, he handled something that people are saying is just. Not
Right.
maybe he could have went differently, but people are basically saying it's just. So now I'm just saying, we gotta, I'm a private person. There's no dirt on Will Smith. I'm in an entanglement, open relationship, whatever the fuck this new word is.
Right.
All right.
But it's not new.
Wait. There had to be some conversation. I say, yo, let's keep this on the hush. If you're gonna fuck a nigga, make sure you handle your nigga, because I'm handling these bitches. There ain't nobody, you ain't never gonna hear no bitch say anything. I got you. If it's an NDA, whatever the fuck it is, Will Smith did his job. Fresh Prince. From day one to now, there ain't no sexual nothing with Will Smith. So, who opened this door for the world to know? Because I don't even fuck with the Smiths. To me, the Smiths are like the Kardashians. Wait. To me, the Smiths are the Black Kardashians. And the door is open when you decide to put your whole family business and other for money. For you sold, just like the Kardashians. You sold your privacy for money.
Who sold it?
The red table, just sitting. First of all, any chick that I'm messing with, and let's just bring it back to the human beings. You're not bringing me to the fucking red table to tell me you fucking some nigga on camera. Are you fucking?
Wait a minute.
Wait. For somebody that's defending his wife, protecting his family, where the fuck was her protection for him? Because it goes both ways. This is why I realized today why I'm not in a relationship. Because I am not with the 60, 70, 30. I'm working on it. No. If you're working on it, then I'll fall back and work on it and wait for you to catch up. Because my job is to get to 50. To get to 50. If I'm at 50 and you still hanging on.
Why is your job to get to 50?
Why is my job to get past 50?
Why is there anything half and half? There shouldn't be half and half. It should be 100.
Man, you know what the fuck I mean. 100, 50, whatever. It's still, she ain't meeting them 50. She ain't meeting them 100. She's not meeting them 100.
We don't know.
Come on, man. This is public knowledge. It's like saying I don't know shit about Kim Kardashian.
Listen, here, that situation doesn't. Everybody wants to bring that situation up when it pertains to this.
No, because you gotta understand something.
That she didn't have his back?
Listen, it's Will's fault, but it's hers. Because Will should know that he can't eat that. It's working. Will has mental problems. I'm not saying that he just did he's a average street thug and ran up there and smacked Chris Rock. But I noticed that Will had mental problems behind that, sitting at the red table. I knew he wasn't going to eat that right. As a man, we ain't talking about anything. I played mini games. Read the book, Confessions of a Man. Check it out.
I know you a hoe. We already know.
No, I am fair. I'm not going to go off 50 if you're not going 50. We adults.
Right.
Wait, equality.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get paid the same. You want to do this the same. Everybody wants what the man is doing. And then when the shoe's on the other foot, they don't get what the men get. They don't get what the men get. If this was Will Smith, flipped it around and he had a red table and said, hey, come here, wife. I fucked up. This nigga singing about me. This bitch is singing about me smashing. You think this what she got? He would get the same treatment?
No.
Okay, then. So
But
like
I'm
I
not
said, my
saying
problem
that.
is,
But we're not.
look,
You
Okay,
brought this
but
in.
all right, but so but the situation was he made a joke about her hair, and she suffers from alopecia.
it's deeper than the hair, man. That's
And
what we all.
we know this, but this is why women are coming to his defense, or he's standing up for his wife because she's going through something.
Women
It
say
may
that every time I
that
next black
women that go through this, they suffer
But
through depression and all this other stuff. They feel ugly and all this. I understand that. I understand why Will did it.
Dude, men
And
go through the same shit. This
I,
is what I'm saying. Let's put it on the I went bald. I wasn't happy about it. I was going through shit. I had issues with myself. I had to re-identify myself. Men go bald all the fucking time. I don't want to hear none of this. I don't want to hear nothing. If she ain't dying, then everything else is, don't miss me with it. Miss me with it, because I went bald and I was going through some shit. I had dreads, I had braids, I had waves. Next thing you know, I got a bald spot. I got to wear a
that's
hat.
because you had dreads, you had waves, and you had
No, I'm
braids.
trying to tell you, I had hair. I'm just saying that I had hair that I loved, that made that played a part in who I was. And when the first time sight of baldness and your friends joking on you, or somebody and you scared to take off your hat in public, same thing. The men go through it. Men go through it. Men ain't going to the doctor to find out if it's
Listen,
alopecia. Men ain't going to the doctor to find out why they losing their hair, because men accept that they go bald. So when
you're
women
not
do it,
telling me anything I don't already know. You know I've
no, it's
been
not
bald.
fair. And no, he's not right. Because if the shoe
I'm
was on
not
the other
saying.
foot, if the shoe was on the
Listen,
foot, it wouldn't be no women defending him. If the shoe was on the foot, I would love to see all the women defending him now. Defend him. This is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not arguing about all the details. I'm talking
know
about
what
us as
just
people.
happened.
For he's somebody, he's a role model. There's people that gonna think that shit was cool. There's gonna be an ignorant, dumbass nigga that ain't even in love with the girl he's with. That's gonna slap a nigga because he said something about her. Nah, yeah, he's on a higher plane.
and
You
you gotta
cannot.
look at it this way now.
You
So
cannot.
you gotta look at it as also as now, if we go to a comedy show, right? And if you sit in the front and you get clowned on, is it okay for you to come on stage and smack the comedian because they hurt your feelings?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No,
That's not what
I'm not
saying.
saying that's what you're
No,
saying.
no,
I'm not saying that's not
no,
what I'm
that's
saying.
not right.
But this is how you gotta look how people are gonna look at it. Like, oh fuck it, Will Smith did it. I'm gonna smack
Wait,
this
wait, wait.
dude.
I got one more thing before you go, Genya, and then you could shoot me this one. There was the female that had the red dress. I think she used to be bigger. And she did an Alcina joke. She did an Alcina joke. She said, hey,
Amy,
yeah, whatever her name is, not Amy Schumer, because that was the
not
three
Amy
host.
Schumer.
Now it wasn't the three hosts. It was another chick. She had blonde
Can I
hair,
just
red
say,
dress.
I have not even watched the whole Oscars.
All right,
I haven't
now look.
watched it. I only
All right,
watched that clip.
all right. So
That's the
now,
only part of the Oscars I saw too. I
yeah,
didn't see
she,
I didn't see
that's the
anything
only part
else.
everybody saw. But the lady, the female, said, "Hey, this Will is getting. This is supposed to be his best moment, but for me, it's not. It's his wife and handling his wife and her friends, her little shorties." Will laughed. His wife didn't. Again, Will laughed. His wife didn't, and she said, "Oh, COVID is over, so there's no reason to hide now." Like you nigga, she said it. He ain't gonna slap her. And she went straight for Alcina. He said something about G.I. Jane. Let's make it clear. Demi Moore was hot back when G.I. Everybody was rooting for Demi. Demi Moore played a role in G.I. Jane, or whatever the shit is, that she was showing the resilience of dealing with all the shit she had to deal with to stand tall and say, yo, I'm one of y'all. So nothing about that joke is even an insult. Nothing to me. Because that's a strong woman that was in the military that had to deal with, she had to deal with a bunch of cocksuckers. Same thing as being a millionaire sitting at a radio table talking your shit. Same thing as where's the respect for your family, for your kids that got to deal with your openness. With
All
your
I'm
openness.
saying,
Wait, because you are putting mental health things on other people because they got to deal with that when you're not around. If I'm
you're right.
perfect, if I'm public about being a fucking entanglement with young niggas, and my dad is crying on TV because this shit is killing him, and I gotta go to school the next day, and people laugh about my dad being on there and your mom's bitching your dad, or anything that they would have said. All the kids. So when you decide to defend your family, start at home, nigga. Start at home. Talk to your wife. Baby, I can't do this no more. No more entanglement. If this is what you want to keep doing, then I gotta go.
But we don't know.
No.
We don't know that conversation didn't happen. You're assuming.
No, I didn't say it did. I said that's what should have. When you start talking about defending my family, start at the root. Start at the root so you could dead all the jokes. There wouldn't
But
be no
you
joke.
don't know that hasn't been done. And the thing is
so
that
he's not right, because then somebody didn't agree. Somebody didn't agree if you still went up there and slapped the nigga. It wasn't just from that joke. It's built up. Yeah.
Right, it's built up with Chris Rock, though. That's my point. That these are multiple issues with him.
Okay,
multiple times over the years.
But the two jokes he said, right? None of them were really disrespectful. The one was because the one that was boycotting the Oscars because Will didn't get nominated for what was it?
I think it was the one with the son
for concussion. No, it was for concussion.
Oh,
it was for the NFL one that he didn't get an award nomination. So him and Jada were boycotting the Oscars, and Chris Rock said, "Oh well, you wasn't invited anyway."
Only Jada said she. It wasn't a thing where Will and Jada stood together and said, "Yo, we boycott." Jada came out wherever she was at and said, "Yo, I'm boycotting." And anybody that's Jada, whoever wasn't going, Chris Rock could have said the same shit to any of them. Any of them. You're gonna verbalize you boycotting something that I'm working at? Bitch, you wasn't invited. You wasn't invited. That's not nothing wrong. Those are facts. Big facts. Respect that you wasn't invited. So he has a right to be a joke about that. You wasn't even invited. That's like me wanting Rihanna and some dumb shit. I wasn't invited. Me complaining about Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that because you wasn't invited. So who cares that you boycotting? And that's nothing wrong with that. Anybody that would have said it, I would have felt the same way. Man, fuck you. Dave Chappelle said it. He said Chris Rock invited him to them Oscars, and he told Flint, Michigan, well, I don't get to go to Oscars a lot. I'll be over there next time. You got Stevie Wonder. Nobody killed Chris. Nobody killed Dave Chappelle. Listen, like, come on, let's pick. Let's go this way. Let's go this way, Genya. I'm hitting you with all the things I asked my uncle.
Right, can she respond though?
All right, go ahead.
Right. Thank you. Go ahead. So here, telling me, hold up. He's getting a little excited. He's been waiting to get this shit out. Fuck he mean. Anyways, the thing is that I'm not saying he was right or wrong. I'm saying that everybody has a breaking point. And I'm saying that Chris is a bitch if he goes after him to sue him. All right. Shit happens because
that's explain that.
So you prefer him to? So it's on site? Is it on site? Is it on site?
Listen,
I know for me it would be on site. For me,
right.
It's on site.
Right. And I'm not saying that he would be warm to go back at him, but what I am saying is, why are you going to financially bring something into it?
Why not? So I don't kill this nigga. It's either me kill this nigga or me get your money.
Doesn't make no sense.
Because what he did was fucking wrong, man. This is what I'm trying to explain. There's no right in that. You don't slap.
I'm not saying that there's right. Stop yelling.
Yeah, but you're sitting there saying he should sue him. You're sitting there saying he should sue him.
Then he wonders why everybody say he's angry.
Nah, I'm passionate about this bullshit that people say. Yo, if I can't sue him,
then he
I'm wrong for suing him. All right, listen. Look at Chris Rock's options. I could send some goons after him. I'll be wrong.
I mean,
wait. I'm giving you all the options. Look, I'm giving you the options. I could send some goons at him, and he might not live. I don't want to do that to that nigga.
Why are you sending goons to fight your shit? Again,
because I'm Chris Rock. Like Will Smith, if he was smart, why would I go smack him when I could pay somebody to smack him?
I want that satisfaction. I'm going to smack the shit out of you. I want that satisfaction.
All right. And then since you did it on the Oscars and I can't drop kick your ass off the stage because I got to be a bigger man, then it's either when I see you, it's on, and
You'll
nine
have
times
to
out of
bear with
10,
me. We
nine
got
times out of
wind.
10, look,
We got a tornado
10,
watch.
9 times out of 10, they all got entourages. They take care of a lot of niggas. All wait,
All right.
listen. They
So let me ask
all
you this. Let me ask you this. And I understand, let's take the comedian out of the whole situation, right?
all right.
Take the comedian out of the situation and let's you really want to get to the root of the issue? Let's go to the root of the issue. Because at the end of the day, somebody could turn around and say it's a bullying thing.
Yes, it
Like
is.
it's been a thing since it's been ongoing for years. You see what I'm saying to you? So
So
at the end of the day, if somebody
who's the
really
bully?
wanted to flip this shit
She said
around,
Chris Rock. They're trying to say Chris Rock is bullying.
So
you see what I'm saying?
So Dave Chappelle's a bully for always talking about trans.
Listen.
Whoa.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Take the
it's not.
comedian out. No, wait a minute. Pipe down, nigga.
Not bullying. Not bullying.
You're not gonna bully me either.
I'll bully you. Cause I'll slap you. And you can
That's
slap
okay.
me back.
Okay,
And
YouTube, we are not. We don't endorse women getting slapped. YouTube, we don't endorse. We do not endorse women getting slapped. YouTube.
We're not endorsing violence against women or other men. We're not even endorsing violence against other men.
We're not endorsing violence, period. We're not endorsing violence, period. But what I am saying to you is that someone could easily take this entire situation and turn it into a bullying thing. You are constantly, not you in general, but people are constantly saying like this is happening and we have to stop this. And people are going after Black women and we got to stop this and we got to protect our women and we got to do this and we got to do that. So where does the line get drawn? When is it okay and when is it not okay?
When you know that,
see what I'm saying to you?
When you know
it doesn't matter. We're taking stature out of it.
When you know that your protector is protected. This is what I'm saying. I can't protect you if you ain't protecting me. I don't give a fuck about marriage, kids, baby mama, nothing. If you're not protecting if you're not protecting,
you don't know what she has done to attempt to be protective of her husband. We're assuming, again, you're assuming that she hadn't done X, Y, and Z. That kid was in their house like a part of their family.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
But it's not worse. Wait a minute. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. You're saying that that's worse. At the end of the day, you and I have had conversations about having polygamous relationships. So why is it different?
Because with polygamy, wait a minute, because that's not polygamy if they keeping it a secret.
That is polygamy.
No, it's not.
It is.
Who?
Even if it's only one-sided, their relationship is not monogamous. That's polygamous.
Okay, so their relationship is not monogamous. But this is what I'm saying. Even if I decided to embark on a polygamy life, there's rules. I've talked to people that's in polygamy relationships. You sit down at the table and
violated.
Listen, I know my cousin, a nigga I call my bro, is in a polygamy. He has both his wives in his house. There's a conversation when you get the first person and they go decide to pick that second person. There's agreements. There's things that could cause for this to go wrong. Just because you're in a polygamy relationship don't mean there's not rules. There's not a blueprint or agreement. There's an agreement before you even get the third party. The two got to get the agreement. So if me and you are having problems agreeing, or you know I'm a bitch ass nigga, let's just call it.
But again, you're assuming
wait. You know that I'm a bitch ass nigga because I'm telling you from a man. If my wife is sitting there fucking
when you say
in love with it, if my wife is sitting there making it worldwide known that she's in love with the dead, and that if this nigga woke up tomorrow, she'd probably leave me. And my wife is sitting there cradling little kids talking about, they was going through something mental and then sliding up on top of them. And I got to deal with this, with the regular world, with me being working and everything, and the regular world. So I could be on a set, I could be on anywhere, and somebody going to say a jab because people are funny. And it's funny. You can't talk tough to me, nigga, when you fucking sitting there acting like a little bitch.
Okay.
So I can imagine what he's dealing with in the world. So I can
Okay.
understand it.
But you could say the same thing about any average Joe that's going through something, that's being bullied, that's going through shit in life.
And this is why it's not right.
Okay.
You can't say it about
I'm
everything.
not saying you're arguing a point of right or wrong, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
I
I'm
don't even look at it as
indifferent.
defending his wife. I don't even look at it as defending his wife. I don't look at it. That's what I'm saying. I don't even look at it as defending your wife. Your wife made you go up there, nigga. You laughed at every joke that they said about her. If you didn't even look, if you had your back to her, you wouldn't have went up. If she was sitting with the girls, you wouldn't have went up. She's sitting there giving you this fucking retarded look. And you get up and go slap a nigga. She didn't give you that look when y'all was discussing August. She didn't look disgusted. She didn't look embarrassed. She didn't look none of that. She spoke her truth.
She did speak her truth.
I think the fact that she spoke her truth. I think the fact that she spoke her truth is really rubbing you the wrong way.
Nigga, no.
I think so too.
No, what's rubbing me the wrong way is that Will Smith in no shape, form, or fashion is right. Because when you feel you can't handle something, you deal with it. Listen, same nigga that look. It's the same nigga that says he's preaching love, he's preaching peace, he's out here talking to people, he's getting people to follow him, he's telling them live life, it's free. And then you ain't even dealing with your own mental shit. You're not seeing a psych.
But wait. You're assuming all of this. You got to stop assuming. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So you got to stop that.
I'll be an ass when the psychiatrists come out. I'll be an ass.
Psychiatrists come out.
Huh?
Why would psychiatrists come out? That's
right.
That's private.
Thank you. So I'm not sitting here giving him that much props. They don't give us that much props. I'm not giving nobody that much props.
But he's already said that he's working on himself.
Yeah, me too.
And that he's working on that shit. Right?
Me too.
So
I've been saying that since our podcast. No lie. Check out the first podcast. I am working on myself. But you know what? And working on yourself, you will handle that shit before you go to the Oscars then. You handle that shit and prep yourself for when you're in public.
So you never crack.
I ain't punched nobody in the face yet, and I be wanting to.
And this.
But you ain't never cracked.
You gotta understand. This is why he does the podcast, is to let this out. Is to let this out.
2012.
Everybody who listens to him right now is like, why is he so angry? But he's not.
I'm not.
The funny thing is,
excitable.
That's the funny thing is, the funny thing is, he's not.
And working on myself, look, and working on myself.
You would think he was.
Yeah, listen, I'm not mad. Look, and working on myself and stepping outside of the box, and then 2020 happened and COVID happened, and you see the world different. And when you see the world different, and you try to see why we just can't get right as a society. I'm not even talking black. I'm not talking white. I'm talking as a society. America's a joke right now.
We fucked.
No, listen. But this is what I'm saying. We are starting to look like a joke. And then you do that. And it just compounds. All these niggas, white, black, everything. Jeffrey Epstein, all that shit. America looks like you can't talk shit about these third world countries and how they live with their wives when you doing this. When you displaying this, and at the top of your height, billionaires. It's not the hood. Yes, you have to separate it. You're a billionaire. It's not even a millionaire. You and your wife together are one of those families now. You don't get to fucking dictate how people could. When you put your shit out there, you don't get to. You think what you call is happy that Dave Chappelle was joking on when he had the sex change? When he did that skit, you think he be going through something? You put your world on TV. You put your life on TV, which means fair game.
All I'm saying is everyone has a breaking point. Will Smith didn't put his shit on TV. His wife brought it to the table. Right?
That's why he blames her. That's why I
blame her. That's why he blames her. Me, personally. And this is not just her, though. This is women ideology. I'm supposed to go ho, 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 and and you sit there and you just cute.
I mean, I am daily.
Yo, hold up. You just cute. First of all, y'all dictate how much money a nigga have before he can talk to you. Y'all dictate. No. This is, she don't get no backlash. She ain't getting none backlash that a woman should get for doing some man shit. She did some nigga shit. She handled this
And
nigga
that now we got to the root of the problem right here.
backlash. Nothing. Yeah. Oh, Jada, sympathy. What about the man? Will Bench struggling. Nobody cared. They looked right through it. I seen it because I'm a nigga that played the game. Wait, I'm a nigga that
but
played.
that's my. Do you not understand that that's been my whole fucking point in this whole thing? Is that everyone has a breaking point? He's not out of that.
Can I do another example?
Example of how she's wrong?
Oh, not them. I ain't talking about them. No, fuck them.
Okay.
I cheat. 9 times out of 10. This is from experience. The girl I slept with gets beat up. Hold up. The girl I slept with gets beat up.
I'm fucking up you. Like, I'm not even going after no bitch.
But girls champion that. Women champion that. Beat that bitch ass. She gave me a house. She broke it. She fucked shit up. Will should have snuffed Alcina, Tupac, whoever the fuck was fucking my wife in my wife's face since then. It's Will's fault too. He's a bitch ass nigga. There's no way she's absolved of anything when she's the one. Will Smith still don't got a chick that's saying he slept with her. Not in a song, not in a rap, not on a skit, not on TV, not on Twitter. So he is protecting his wife.
So wait a minute. You're assuming that he's done dirt. I don't think Will has. I think that's why he ain't had nothing come out.
Hold up. They ain't an entanglement. So you're saying Will is just letting his wife sleep with niggas and not doing nothing? I'm not disrespecting that nigga like that. I'm not disrespecting him like that.
But you assume that it's disrespectful, and if they have had a talk about it.
Hold up. You're saying there's an entanglement where he's supposed to stay regular. And
I'm not saying that he's supposed to anything. I said you're assuming that he was.
I'm not assuming. That's like assuming.
Bruh.
That's like assuming that Jay-Z don't cheat. That's like assuming Kanye don't cheat just because it looks good. Man, fuck out of here. We know the game. You from the streets, Genya. Stop it. We're not here for that. I didn't want to talk to you so you could play the street, the person that never been in the street. You know the streets. Cut it out. You know the hood.
But they ain't in the streets and they ain't in the hood. Right? Not everybody has that same mentality.
So then he shouldn't have slapped Chris Rock.
Hell no, he shouldn't.
All right, y'all are splitting hairs here.
I'm saying so that he shouldn't have slapped Chris Rock. If you're not
doing
this street,
he should slap himself. He should go slap himself. You dumb nigga. You accepted this shit. So all the jokes that come with it, eat it. Respect the fucking game that you played. However it went, if the rules was broke and you didn't fix it, or if the rules is broke and y'all just gonna leave it broke, at the end of the day, respect the game. Your family has been talked about since. I wave my hair back and forth. Wave my hair back and forth. Since then, everybody's always talking about y'all. Y'all enjoy it. And then your bitch ass son goes on the radio station and say, "That's what we do." Nothing about the Smiths say gangster.
Wait a minute. He went on the radio station or on Twitter? I thought it was Twitter.
Wherever he went, shut your little ass up, nigga, because you ain't slapping nobody. That's what I'm saying. Don't tread the line. If you ain't gangster, don't be gangster. If you don't fight, then don't start fighting when you're 60 and slapping a 65-year-old. You don't get no props for that. All these dumbass niggas out here that say, "Oh, no, you are a dumb nigga. You are a dumb nigga," because it was a matter of time that shit was gonna blow up. All the chaos, rewind the tape. The same thing with Kanye and Kardashian. You thought that she was gonna be a mom and he was gonna be a dad, and it was gonna be he fixed her or she fixed him. No, nobody's dealing with this because they got money and they don't want to feel like something is wrong with them. Same thing as black men in the world that ain't got money. You don't want to go and say you got to go see a psychiatrist. You
Well, there's
promote
been a
it.
lot of, for years, and I don't care what it is, and it doesn't even have to do with melanin. Has nothing at all to do with
I ain't
any
saying
type of
color
melanin
at
at
all.
all.
I'm not
It
saying
has
color.
to do with men in general,
I'm
period,
saying I said
being
men.
shamed for coming forth that they have emotions or
Okay,
that
but
they have mental breaks or whatever the
okay,
fucking case may be. It's got to
but you,
stop.
I can't afford a psychiatrist. I can't afford one. As much as every black man and white man and woman and trans and gay and all the groups need therapy, but everybody can't afford it. We can always say the government's a piece of shit because you at least should provide therapy for all the fucking you doing, niggas and women
That's a
and
fact.
all right. So at the end of the day, once you get in that billionaire bracket, and y'all all they all every billionaire, everybody with money say, yo, change the people. You ain't none of y'all make give a fuck about the people. I'm not getting lost in the smoke and mirrors. Or they would be working on getting us, everybody figuring out a way to get everybody get mental health therapy. I don't respect none of these shits because everybody's suffering from mental health. So the next time I slap somebody, I can say, oh, mental. Or I was going through something. No, nigga, I'm gonna get held responsible. And it'll be a nigga like Will Smith that say, oh, we gotta cut this out. We gotta do better. This is what these dumbass niggas are saying, and then turn around and then portray this to us. And I'm a grown man, and I'm a man, I stand tall on mine. So I'm not a follower. I never cared about entertainers. But there's many that follow. There's many that copy. There's
That's
many that
true.
want to be that way. So you got these niggas out here now. I watched it. I watched everything. Max Unk. I sat here for 2 days straight, just listening to every clip about that smack. And niggas, yo, I'll smack you like Will Smith. Really? We already dealing with drill and the nuttiness with the kids and the young kids killing each other. And you add, don't talk to my girl. Don't joke on my girl. Don't make a snap on my girl because I'll smack you. And you know niggas in the street ain't smacking. You're going to get shot. So, no, you are a billionaire. One of the ones that people used to say, Will and Jada, I want to be like Will and Jada before all the entanglement shit got out. Because trust me, I know y'all women don't want to be like Will and Jada we get to do what Will and Jada get to do. Nobody wants to be like Will and Jada. If we get to do what Will and Jada get to do, which is you get to sleep out and I get to sleep out. No, everybody want to be like Will and Jada, the image. So you gotta protect that image. Your chaos is your chaos. Same thing with Kanye. You threatening niggas, sending DL's address on Twitter because of what? Because they said something about you. She's on. It's public. Everything about the Kardashians is public. The stupidness, the.
Oh, we don't even want to
I'm
talk
just
about them
saying.
at
I'm just
all. I don't
saying.
give a fuck
Yo,
about
look.
them.
I'm
I
not.
don't give a fuck about Kanye. I can't
Listen,
even
but I'm
stand
just
Kanye's
saying.
ass
Look,
at all.
I'm just doing like a parallel. Like these are our guys that everybody like. I listen to the people in
This
the
is
hood.
this is black excellence. This is black
Black
excellence,
excellence. This is black myth. This is what it is, yo.
and that's
This
what
is
we
what
discussed the other day.
you put yourself up in this image. You got the world following you. You could sell them dirt. You could sell them water. You could sell anything to people. That goes to show how much they give a fuck about the people. Because they get popular and then sell you everything at $1,000. Why you this is my problem with this. My problem is not it's just that it seems like the men are going so far down on the total pole of what we are allowed to say, allowed to do, anything. Like everybody runs shit. So there's gonna be a lot of Will Smiths. Because right now, chicks is handling niggas. I know a handful. Handling niggas. Just worse than Jada. Worse. Like, and the nigga's ready to kill the other nigga. But he's not addressing home. He's
All right.
starting.
Well,
You
I
know
mean, really, if you wanted to get like that, you could say that it's just reversing. We're just doing what the fuck you people did for how many years?
and I respect it.
How
But
many years? You
look,
feel what I'm saying?
the name of the show, Respect the Game. I respect it. Read the book. That's why I don't be in relationships.
What do you mean read the book? I read the book, edited the book, gave it back to you, spit some shit in it. What more you want? I
Yo,
already read
listen,
all the books. All the
listen.
books are read.
All right, cool, fine, thank you. But I don't got nothing to do with the fact that this is looking bad on men, period. I'm not even arguing anything. We can't talk about women. We can't joke about women. We can't point out that they are wrong. You can't point out that they ain't shit. You can't do nothing for women. You can't do it for any community except the niggas and white people. It's only
I
two
think
people.
a lot of people got it twisted.
That's the only two people, people that the races, the groups that the comedians are allowed to talk about without any backlash. Is niggas, the Puerto Rican, Mexican, black. I know y'all niggas to me. So just niggas and white. You could talk about, hey, you can't talk
So
about
let me
Asians.
ask you something because
Wait. You can't talk about Asians. You can't talk about nobody. You can't say nothing. So this nigga's up here, a harmless joke.
harmless.
Nigga, you got mad other shit to deal with. Nigga, don't bring that shit to me and slap me. Me personally know that Will knew that Chris Rock wasn't gonna do nothing. Premeditated. Because that would have been that would have been the baby. If that would have been the Rock, if that would have been John Cena, like pick a name. That would have been P. Diddy. If that would have been
Anybody
any
else? I get
comedian.
what you're saying. It had
No,
been anybody else,
again,
it
you
wouldn't happen.
wrong, nigga. You misplaced your anger.
He smacked Pookie, man. He smacked
You
Pookie.
because he's Pookie.
He smacked Pookie.
He'll never live down Pookie. So now he's Pookie who got slapped by Will Smith.
Y'all are
By the Fresh
dirty.
Prince.
By the
That's
He
what
Fresh
that
Prince.
is. That's
look,
Got
the
dirty.
slapped
Fresh
by the
That's
Prince.
Fresh
dirty.
Prince.
Yo, the Fresh
Pookie
Prince.
got slapped by the Fresh Prince.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came all the way to the hood and smacked Pookie. Yo, this shit can't be written no other way, man. This shit is on the top of stupid. It's on the top of don't have niggas thinking that this is how it is. Because I'm pretty sure the world don't want a bunch of dudes that's gonna shoot or some fight every time somebody says something. Because this, you got to think about it. I don't have to have a wife to feel how Will felt. She could just be my shorty. And I could have a wife. You know what I mean? Niggas beat they shorties up. Have a wife and still beat they shorties up for talking to dudes. I never respected that. Have a wife
I
and
think
beat your
that
shorty up.
your
She's having
issue
sex.
needs to get to the root of the problem. I think
What's
that's what the real issue is. I
the
think
root?
that you have just a generalized issue with the entire situation and take Will Smith and Chris Rock out of it.
Yeah, I do.
I think your issue goes deeper.
No, my issue goes with just seeing how unfair the world is. Now,
I think
you
your
always do
issue
look.
goes
You always
deeper.
do how but listen, because as it gets more unfair and as they start separating the groups and then you're left alone, y'all not down here with us. There's a groups. You have Me Too movement. You have BLGBTQ. You have
PQRST.
Oh,
PMWP.
he made he,
You got the Asian community that got the bill now. They just finally stopped.
the lynching bill. They just passed the lynching
And I'm
bill.
not happy about it. I wish a nigga come to me and brag about that. I'll punch them in their
Yeah,
face.
but you know what? On some real shit, when I moved back down here,
You almost got lynched.
I moved down here,
Who's gonna get
right?
lynched?
I could listen to me. I could have transferred with my job, right? That I had in New York. They had an open position in Memphis. I've been talking to a friend of mine who was from Memphis. And he was like, nah, it's not a good area, but you can live here, or you could live there. Like here was halfway between Nashville and Memphis, which was in Jackson, right? The other place was to be in Mississippi. Well, the year before I came back down here, some nigga was just hung in Mississippi, lynched. So yes, obviously they do need to make that a federal fucking crime because it still happened.
No, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be. It should have been one. So I'm not happy that they made it in 2020. It's sad that it's sad that we're in 22. It's sad that we're even talking about a lynching bill in 2022.
That's a fact.
So what's the other stupid holiday they gave? I wanted to go to the bank that day. I was very upset. I don't even respect that one.
President's Day.
The one where the slaves was free already, and now we're celebrating slaves being free.
Juneteenth.
Yeah,
Wait a
please.
minute. The bank was closed?
Yeah, because why the fuck up? Why y'all closed? Fuck Juneteenth. Open the bank. His business got to go on. Life goes on. Don't hit me with that. I don't give a fuck about Juneteenth. I don't
That,
celebrate 4th of
stuff
July. So
wasn't
what the
closed
fuck I
down
care
here.
about? Huh?
Nothing was closed down here.
Man, listen, everybody looks for a holiday. Juneteenth, a holiday in New York. Boy, they gave everybody a day off. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But what I'm saying is,
it's not enough to convince me to come back.
Look, yo, it's not enough. Nothing nowhere is enough to convince me to leave. This is probably the safest for black men, New York. Yo,
I ain't gonna disagree with you there.
All right, so now listen. Everybody's protected by some movement, except men. So as they keep dividing and separating,
except who?
Men.
Men. You're right.
I know I'm right. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not, I know what the root is. It's that I'm a man and I see where the world is going. I lose. I'm not trying to lose.
So make a difference. Change it. Change it.
No, I'm changing my world. But this is the world we live in. And you still got kids. You got kids that are going to go into this world. And you're going to give them these allergies. And this shit is going to fuck everything up. This is what I'm saying. Unlike anybody else, I'll be straight up front. If my son ain't in the street and something happened to him, I am man on fire. Check the movie. I am man on fire with air, and there's no, violence with violence, don't kill kids. All this shit goes out the window. They telling us to not do nothing, not to defend nothing. And then, but our wives? Name? Words? Man, you got this shit twisted. Boycott the fucking Dolce & Gabbana you was wearing. Because they ain't helping. Boycott the fucking Oscars. You did it once. What made you run back? You Will Smith, you're a billionaire. You don't need them, nigga. You got Tyler Perry with a studio, nigga. Support your own black people studio. Stop making movies for these niggas then. Like, man, listen, people are losing it, and this is not about a color thing. It's just men are going to have the hardest. It's going to, yeah, the world is whatever. We're back in the day. Men don't respect women. They just giving y'all this shit to shut up. The men at power. They don't respect women. They don't respect black people. They don't respect LGBTQ unless they wanted them. They respect the man. And they're going to give everybody a pacifier. It'll shut you up for 4 years, maybe 8. And I can still fuck all y'all. And now we got all these groups fighting with each other. We all fighting for the same shit. Equality. We all fighting for the same shit. Equality. That's it. I'm asking for your money. Don't close the door so I can't grind. But I'm not asking for you. I'm asking for just let men be able to walk down the street. Let men be able to walk down the street as free as everybody else. Because it seems like everybody else can walk through the street like, nobody's going to hit me. I'm going to sue them. They're going to jail. We can't do that. We walk down the street like, damn. Don't want to bump this white lady, Karen. Oh, we got to be careful over here with Jeffries. Like, we are ducking mad shit. And then this is what you do, nigga? And it would have went for anybody. I don't respect that from anybody. It could have been Jim Carrey on the stage, and it could have been Sean Connery sitting down, and he was talking about Sean Connery, right? If Sean Connery go on that stage and slap Jim Carrey, I feel the same way. Because you're doing it because of some situation at home that you ain't take care of, nigga. That you ain't completely take care of, because you did, then you wouldn't be all, and you wouldn't be slapping niggas. So you ain't
What's the last
with
fight you got in?
I haven't.
This Never.
Is what I'm trying to tell you. The last fight I got in, I can't remember.
You never got into a fight?
No, I didn't say never. You said
okay, right.
That's how far back it goes.
All right, but we're not talking about how far back it is.
All right, so the last time I had a fight, well, the last time I punched a nigga.
Tell me what your breaking point was.
2000 disrespect. It wasn't no breaking point. I wasn't mad at my life. I was defending women. A nigga, I had two homegirls in the store. We had a beeper store. I had two of my friends.
I'm getting a call. I gotta
All
take
right,
this call.
I'm gonna
I'm
answer it for the
sorry.
people. All right, it's answer it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna answer your question for the people. You
All
can
right.
pop back in if you feel like it.
We're coming back to this.
All right, well, you got like a couple of minutes if you don't come back. All right, but what she said was the last time. All right, the last time I had a fight, and it was my auntie. I had auntie and somebody else in the store, LAG Beepers Plus, and some dude come home from work release. Now, mind you, to the world, this nigga face was number one, Rat was number two, and I was just somebody they assumed was a straggler. Not a straggler like I wasn't part of the A team, but just not the dude that you gotta. I can't tell. Like I couldn't tell nobody nothing in this store that we had. So he come home from work release. At this time, he was coming home on one of them shits where he had to come home with his friend. At this time, it was a big white dude. He's a little mulatto dude. And they come in the store. And the first thing out his mouth when he see them, oh, you got these bitches in here. I'm like, nigga, chill. Calm down. He said some other shit. Now the pot is already brewed. You walked in the store, you called my homegirls bitches, my auntie bitch. The pot is the blood is boiling. But he's on work release. He got this big dude with him. I'm not trying to start no shit. I'm not looking like a bully. Rap boy goes, asks the nigga for a cigarette. This nigga say, well, you broke ass. Da 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 da. He's there because he's waiting for Face. Face is nowhere in this building. Now, you ain't only just disrespect my peoples, you disrespect my partner, nigga. He asked for a cigarette. You just came from work release. You in our store. Hung him, dragged him out into the work release dude. The big white dude was super scared because he got to go to that dude's house now, looking however I finish with him. It's not, no, it's just respect, man. It's just respect to women. I didn't have no, I didn't have nothing in that fight. They both were strippers. I could have left it alone. I could have let them talk how dudes usually talk to strippers. It's not about anything. It's not a man, woman, nothing. It's respect the game. And dude, you walked into our establishment, you talking to our friends. I don't care what you know about them outside of this. When they in this circumference, I protect mines. Right? You protect it then. I don't wait and then beat a nigga up 10 years later because I wasn't man enough to. Like, nah, man. All of us was young. All of us had parents that their moms got beat. Like I told somebody, I never was mad that I couldn't stop it. I just knew I never wanted to be like that. If I would have tried to stop it, my dad would have whipped my ass. So it would have been two people getting ass with him. And as the older I got, every time I tried, until I'm ready to smoke this nigga, or I really know I can take him, I'm going to get my ass with. So I just know not to be like that. But at some point, now that we all mature and the world is changing and all this liberty shit, at one point you have to sit back and say, damn, man. You just stood there and just kept letting this nigga beat you. You ain't run off. You ain't call the cops. You ain't do nothing. Like everybody has to start owning their part. Like I put in the book, I accept everything for what it is now. I'm not mad at my past. I'm not mad at my parents. I don't feel less than a man because my mom was using drugs. I don't feel less than. I'm not insecure. I'm not running around beating people up every time they do a mama joke. But I could. I could have went that route. I could have went the route where I just beat up all crackheads, all women, all prostitutes, because they all lived in my house at some point. I could have went all those routes with no psychiatry. At some point, you got to sit your ass, and the feds did it. It sat my ass down and made me reflect on everything because of the amount of time I was going to do and the amount of time I could have did. at my age. And sitting there with a whole bunch of old men with gray hair. And I'm going, damn, if I come back, I'll be these dumb niggas. You're a big Willie in jail. Doesn't impress me. So when I came home, I've always been working on this. And as many times I want to fucking let my mental health go and just use it. Bang! I'm stressed. Bang! He talked about my father passed. Bang! I could do that all the time. That's not right. It's not, man. It's not. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been in fights in years. Why? Because I'm not going to a spot that I know I could get into a fight when I know I'm ready to fight. That's it, man. That is it. This is where we at. Everybody talk how strong and empowered they are. And they lying. They lying to the people. And then you supposed to what? I'm not picking no side. I just know that Chris Rock ain't saying nothing that bad. So I knew it was deeper for the people. I always thought about it. I knew it was an issue just looking at him at the red table. And I didn't watch it. I just watched the memes. Just looking at him and knowing that he got to walk through life and be a meme for that? Man, come on, man. Where was the protection? She should have dead at the red table. I shouldn't even been at the red table, but it got views. So it's worth the sacrifice. So then leave Chris Rock the fuck alone. Or go up there and slap that girl that said the same shit about Alcina. Why none of them, nobody got up and slapped her. Nobody said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. They didn't say nothing to her. Nothing. Why? Because she's a woman. They'll lose anyway. Me too. See, there's just so many. You gotta be, because I'd have told her to keep my wife's name out of her mouth too. I might not slapped her. But after I said that to her, if Chris Rock came after that, he wouldn't have did it. And if Chris Rock came before that, and she still did that Alcina joke, that's like saying, shut up, you bitch ass nigga. Let's translate it for that's like that girl up there and say, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga. Yo, I'm more shocked that you and your wife and Alcina and the boys. However she said it, which was way worse than what Chris Rock said. If I was a man sitting there knowing that that's big facts. And the whole Oscars know that that's big facts. G.I. Jane ain't big facts. Alcina name getting mentioned at the Oscars in a joke is big facts. So no, and no. It's not a woman. I don't have an issue with nothing except for that this world is really saying, shut up, nigga, and dribble. Shut up, nigga, and go to work, pay your taxes, and just shut up. You're not allowed to say anything about anybody. And then for the guys like Will, your wife don't give a fuck about your mental health. You trying to say she ain't feel that energy? We've been married for all these years. You trying to say she ain't feel that hurt? I've cheated on women and had to lay in the bed with them. You can feel the difference. You can feel when shit ain't right. You feel it. Yeah. No. No, I'm not upset. And I'm not angry.
All right. So on that note, this is where we're gonna end this right here because I was good. You ran.
Yeah, I was good. I ain't trying to go crazy. I just wanted to see. I wanted her to like. Literally, this whole thing was more just to hear what she's saying, but I don't really hear it because everybody's quick to justify. Nobody want to paint that picture. Nobody want to go home and say, "Ma, why did you let that happen to you so long? Yeah. What was your circumstances? Get to know your mother. You don't even know your mother. Find out why she sat around with that. Listen to her story. It ain't. I mean, she stood there. You watch your father beat her, but it was there. As you get older, instead of just letting your young mind wander and try to take whatever that is and eat it and then go into the street and unleash it, sit down and talk. This is all part of the therapy shit. This is all part of the mental health shit. This all falls under that. Nobody gave a fuck about Will's mental health. He was a meme. He was a joke. Now Chris Rock mental health. He's a meme. He's a joke. He got kids. They got to go to school now and say, yo, your father got slapped by the Fresh Prince.
Yep. But all
Come
right,
on.
man. On that note, it's over. We're
Yeah,
done.
it's over. It was nothing. Just the last Will Smith part.
All
But it
right,
wasn't
right.
really Will Smith. He just opened the
Yeah.
door for me to notice some things.
All right. But that's it. We're done.
We're done.
Everybody, have a good night. Peace
Uh,
out.
Edit this one. It's gonna be fun.
Peace.